Hello everyone, dear student, let us continue the chapter People as Resource. So in this chapter today we are going to discuss about the economic activities and non-economic activities. But all of you know that the story of the Sakal and the story of the Bhilas. Bhilas sold the fish into the market and Sakal got the job in private farm. Sakal father Bhuta Chaudhary also work in the field. Sakal mother do the domestic work. Bhilas mother also sold the fish before the Bhilas. So that's mean these people are doing the different kind of jobs, different kind of work. So in this chapter we try to focus on the different activities. Okay, so dear student, first of all, so what is economic activities? Economic activities, that means such activities that produce the goods and services, okay, either to sell into the market, either for the family consumption, but it added value to the national income. That activities are called the economic activities. That main fact is added value to the national income. But it's are also two types: market activities and non-market activities. That's mean we produce the such goods and generate the such services, okay, to sell into the market and pay for it. Okay, that's mean we got the profit. But some goods and services are produced and generate only for self consumption, not sold into the market, not for the profit. So that is called the non-market activities. So market activities and non-market activities, these are comes under the economic activities. So what are the non-economic activities? Okay, also production of the goods and generating services, but it does not added the value to the national income. Such activities are called the non-economic activities. That means it does not added value to the national income. Okay. So under the economic activities, on the basis of the nature of the work, either activity, we divided the into a three sector, the three activity: primary, secondary and tertiary. And the rest of the three sector also we have seen the quaternary and quinary. But class 9th and 10 up to we discuss about the primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay. So first of all we discuss about the such point of the primary sector at the primary activity. So what is primary sector at the activity? First definition: exploitation and extraction of resources and the things from the nature. It's called the primary activity. As an example, second we see the example. As an example we can say that the farming, forestry, poultry farming, animal husbandry, okay, fishing, mining, these are the example of the primary activity. Either these activities are comes under the primary sector. Okay. So third point, why it's called primary? Because whatever we produce the goods, that's are called the raw material, and that means it provide the base for all product. It provide base to the all product that we subsequently make. That's why it's called the primary. Okay. The fourth point, it is also known as agriculture and related sector. Why? Because most of the product we get from the agriculture. That's why it's called the agriculture and related sector. Okay. Fifth one, employment. That's mean half of the country's people are engaged in primary activity. Okay. Either about 49% people of India, they are engaged in primary activity. It produces the goods and contribute into the GDP. So, how much GDP share by the primary sector? About 18% GDP is share either contribute by the primary sector. Okay. So, these are the criteria of the primary sector. Otherwise, you can say that primary activities mainly depends on the land and climate, and also depends on the both secondary and tertiary. That's mean the development of the primary depends on the secondary and tertiary, and it's mainly oriented with the climate and land. Next, dear student, we see the secondary activities at the secondary sector. Whatever the produce in primary sector that called the raw material, these raw materials are processing in secondary sector through the machinery. It's called the secondary sector. That's mean we change the form of raw material in the way of manufacturing. That is called the secondary activity. As an example, we can say that manufacturing industries like sugar industries, cotton textile, okay, iron and steel industries, fertilizers industry, and so many industries are the example of the secondary activity at the secondary sector. Next, if we see secondary sector, also known as the industrial sector. Why it is called the industrial sector? Because it associated with so many industries that subsequently came up. Okay. Next, employment. Secondary sector also provide employment to the large number of people. That's mean about 24% people are engaged in secondary related activities. That's mean manufacturing industry or provide the 24% people, provide job to the 24% people, and also it contribute 29% GDP towards the Indian economy. Okay. And also secondary sector depends on the primary sector for their raw material, mainly agro based industry and mineral based industry also, and also depends on the tertiary sector for transportation, for marketing, okay, for capital. So next we see the tertiary sector. Both primary and secondary, both are produce the goods, but tertiary sector is different. It does not produce the goods, it generates the services. Tertiary sector mainly generate the services, it does not produce the goods. Okay. As an example, you can say that education institution, banking, transportation, warehousing, administration, okay, tourism, insurance, market, okay. These are the example of the tertiary activities at the tertiary sector. So tertiary sector also called the service sector. Service sector, don't think about it provide job, that's why it's called the service sector. No, because it generates service rather than goods, that's why it's called the service sector. It generates services rather than goods, that's why it's called service sector. Okay, next, also tertiary sector provide employment to the 27% people of our country. But it is different, it provide both educated and uneducated people, provide job to the educated and uneducated people. Next, if you see GDP, okay, it share about 53% GDP towards the country's economy, that is much higher than the primary and secondary. Okay, so it share 53% GDP towards the country's economy, and tertiary sector helps to both at the support the both primary and secondary sector for their development. That means we can say that the primary, secondary and tertiary all are depends on each other. And in our country, people are doing the primary activity, doing the secondary activity and doing the tertiary sector, tertiary activity. That already we learn in Sakal story. Sakal families are also involved such activity, and Bhilas families member also involved in such activities. Okay.